Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're looking at some Tesla accessories. These are for the Model Y. Those of you who've been following the channel, I have a Model Y on order and it's been delayed like, I don't know, 8 months now. And I'm still waiting for it, so it should be here soon, but we got some accessories for it. And then we also have some accessories for the model. This is my Tesla Model S. This is a 2015 Model S that we've got some accessories for, so we're going to go through. Some of these accessories can be used for both cars. So I want to go through these ones in particular for the Model Y, and I want to show you guys these. These are pretty cool. Now, these were sent to me by Jowua, Jowua. This is a company. They reached out, and they're partnering with the channel for this video, so big shout out to them for sending these accessories. So I want to show you a couple accessories for like the underarm console and the center console area. So this is for the center console area. And you see here, it's just a little organizing tray, a really sturdy plastic base, and then it has a silicone liner that can be taken out, washed, cleaned very easily. But it's got a few different like rib sections, dividers that are going to help organize your stuff really good. And then this really cool USB lighted hub is going to go in there. So in the center console on the Model Y, you open it up. There's two USB-C ports. Those are really your only USB charging ports in the front. Well, these two are going to plug right into it. And then it gives you the two up top, because these are kind of hard to reach and access. So this is kind of going to eliminate the challenge of getting to those ports, and it really puts the ports up top, and it gives you two USB-A's and another USB-A. So really you're turning two USB-C ports into 5 total ports, which is pretty cool. And then when it's plugged in, there's just a little on-off button right here on the top, and that's going to turn the light on. So that way if you need to look down inside the center console, so it's going to sit like this inside of the center console. You turn that button on, it's going to light up inside of the tray. You're going to be able to see all your stuff in there, no problems getting to it at nighttime when there's low light situations. All right, so that's a really cool accessory. I'm pretty excited to get that put in. All right, second one, this is under the armrest. So under the armrest, there's a storage compartment under the armrest, and this is kind of a tray that fits in there, and it gives you kind of the same silicone liner, and it's going to give you a little section here. But the cool thing is this light that they have, and it's rechargeable, so it has its own battery system, and it has a switch here that can be switched from on, off to auto, and auto means it's going to turn on when it senses movement. So the cool thing, check this out right here. On the side, this light stick is going to fit right there, and when it's on auto, let's turn it on to auto. All right, when it's on auto, it's going to sense movement. So when you open up that tray, it's going to sense that movement. It's going to light this area up, and then it just shuts right back off. The cool thing is it can last up to 3 months until having to recharge it. So it comes with its own charger. It is a micro USB port to charge that. It includes it. So you don't have to keep it charged. You just charge it once, let it sit there for 3 months. And you also have a flashlight. So you're in a situation where you need a flashlight, you can take this thing out, switch it to on, you can go out, use the light as needed, switch it back to auto, put it back in its little place there. So I think that's a really cool little flashlight. 2 other interior Tesla Model Y and 3 accessories I want to talk about that are really handy. So this is just a little cup holder here. This has little ribs inside of it, and it actually is going to hold your beverages inside of the cup holder a little better than the factory cup holder. So this just is a sleeve that slips right into it. It's got these ports here that are going to be able to hold your drink. And then another cool thing is if you can see right here, there's a little thinner piece of material here. This is going to be facing the rear of the car. This is going to be the front of the car. But this is where you can slip your key card. So your key card, if you have to use your key card, you set that right in front of the cup holders here, right in front of the armrest. There's this little spot here. Well, in order for the key card to not slip away, and it's going to stay right there, so that way it's going to move. It's not going to move. It's going to stay put, and you'll have your key card right where you need it all the time. So that's pretty cool. It's super lightweight, flexible, and you can just pull it right out and clean it. So that really makes that kind of a nice accessory for your cup holder. Okay, this one is the 3-port USB dash cam hub. So this goes in your glove box. Now this is specifically engineered just for the Model Y and Model 3 refreshed versions. If you can see here on the top, it has the data port, and then it has 2 regular USB-A ports as well. And it really solves the problem of not having data ports in the 2022 Model 3 and Y vehicles. This data port here, and then you can put in, for example, putting your wireless controller infrared sensors right here is a perfect place for this. So it really basically is going to turn one port into 3 and give you that data transfer right there on that top port. All right, we're here in the front. This is the Model S, and this is actually an accessory that's going to work for both the S, X, Y, 3. Going to work with all the Teslas, and that is having a wireless gaming controller. So Jowua makes this wireless controller for gaming. Now there's several games in the Tesla Arcade. So in our Tesla Arcade here, we can go to multiple games. Some of them require a controller. Others, the functionality and playing it's a lot easier with a controller. Okay, the controllers are super lightweight. This one comes in carbon fiber. This one over here we have in like the wood grain, so you kind of can customize the look. If you have the wood grain look, or if you have carbon fiber, you can have either one of those. Setup is super simple. You charge it with this port right here. Here, this is the setup button, and then it really just has the gamepad. It's almost like an Xbox or a PlayStation controller as far as the functionality. Now, how did we get this set up here? So we basically you just push in to do wireless controlling, which is what we're doing. You just put in the USB-A port here, and then the other piece of that is just down in here. You plug that in to this USB port. This is just a USB-A port. We plug that in. That's where having that little USB, the 3-port hub that I just showed you is helpful, because then you can just leave your wireless controller right in there and you don't have to worry about taking them back and forth. Now you can also use this wired as well. So it does come with a USB-C cable, and it can be strung, so you could just run the cables right into your glove box, right into that 3-port hub, and then you have them constantly being charged. They're ready to go. You don't have to worry about wireless connectivity, but the wireless functionality is really good on this, and it works really well. So it's awesome that you can play games. There's certain games on here like Skyforce, Sonic. Those are probably best played with a controller. Sonic you can't even play if you don't have a controller. So it's awesome to be able to play this when you're sitting at a supercharger, you're waiting in the car for whatever reason. You can just get the controllers out, continue on with the game, and then just put them right back in the glove box. Okay, so on the instructions it talks about the USB dongle. This is what we're talking about here. So this is going to go into the car, this one goes into the controller, and that's how you're going to do USB. So you can do that, or we have it now set up as wired. So the wire that comes with it is USB-C to USB-A. We have it into there. On your Model 3 or Y, you can do it into the glove box, and that's where that 3-in-1 cube is going to be very helpful. So we can do wired or wireless controlled with this, and the nice thing is these things are compact and lightweight, so they fit really good in the glove box, and they're not going to take up much room. Okay, Jowua makes this invisible fold-away car mount with MagSafe charger, and this is really cool. So if you can see here, there's a 3M sticky pad on the back of this. The Model S, for example, this is an older Model S, and it just doesn't have a great spot for like a phone mount. So there's some flat surfaces here that'd be perfect for this. So this 3M adhesive would go on right there, and then I could adjust this up and down, back and forth, and my phone would actually just magnetic right to this, and it would charge because it has an included charger cord. It actually plugs right into the bottom of this, and then this will go right into my USB charger, and then it does come with a USB-A to USB-C conversion adapter, so that way if you have an older Tesla, you can just use the USB-As that are in there, or the newer ones you can just use USB-Cs. But it's got a long enough cord that you can kind of snake this down, hide it around there, and then on the 3s and the Model 3 and the Model Ys, you can actually do it like right behind the screen. So you can actually mount this behind the screen. There's a little adapter, an installation guide here to show where to install this piece. Right there, and then it will poke out right outside of your screen, and then you can fold it away when you're not even using it. So I think this is a great solution, because even though you might have your wireless charging pads, you still need to have sometimes your phone within eye level when you're driving. For example, if you need to glance at something, or if you're using it for navigation, GPS. Maybe you got a message coming in you got to reply to. If you're on autopilot or full self-driving, you have the ability to be able to do those kind of things safely while you're driving, and you need to have your phone accessible instead of going there, grabbing it, and holding it in your hand. You have this thing to do that. So I think this is a really cool. This is super robust. It's got a really sturdy aluminum frame to it. The articulation of the head This thing can move in all different directions, so this is a cool. You can get this with charging or non-charging. This one has the charging port, and I'd highly recommend that, because that way you don't have to worry about charging you don't have to run a cord from it. You just run the cord to this, and then you're just doing magnetic charging directly to your phone. All right, guys, well, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you found that helpful and informative when it comes to looking at some Tesla accessories that you may not have thought about. I'm really excited about these, to get these installed in my Model Y when it comes, so stay tuned. As soon as that Model Y comes, we're going to get these all put in and show you how they all work inside of the Model Y. But the magnetic phone charger, the wireless controllers, we're going to use those in the Model S, and we'll probably even use this 3-port USB cube in the Model S, because there's really not a lot of charging ports, and this is going to be able to expand my my charging abilities and USB ports in my Model S. Guys, a link to these products are down below in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in my email. Otherwise, thanks for watching the video. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.